Hello, my name is Krista Caltabiano, and I'm the Greenhouse Lab Coordinator here at Purdue University. So agave belong to a genus of about 250 different species of succulents. Their range varies from southwestern United States all the way to the northern tip of South America. So 75% of these species are located in Mexico, which is a mega diverse country that has about 10 to 12% of the world's biodiversity, which is pretty cool. So these plants are very water efficient. They usually grow in arid regions. And the one behind us, Agave americana, is from Mexico. It was brought over 30 years ago by a professor in the botany department, Mary Alice Webb. And now she is finally doing her death bloom. So a death bloom is the final phenomenon that happens with a plant like this agave. A lot of these plants are monocarpic, meaning they only flower once in their lifetime. And so over the 30 years of this plant's life, it's accumulated a ton of sugars in the heart of its plant, which it uses to send up this amazing bloom behind us, which is about 45 feet tall at this point, which takes an insane amount of energy. So because it is so energy expensive, the plant dies afterwards. So the bloom behind us is now 45 feet. When they first start growing, their initial phase takes about 10 to 12 weeks to develop. When the bloom finally started undergoing its rapid phase of growth, it was about 3 meters a week, which slowed down to 2. Now that the plant has diverted a lot of its resources to developing the flower buds and making sure those mature properly, we see about 1 meter of growth a week, which we anticipate will kind of peter out at that point. It'll still grow a little bit, but not as much. But the blooming period in total lasts for 3 to 4 months, and the individual flowers last for about a month each. So it is a pretty long time that it will stick around for. There are a lot of different pollinators that rely on this as their main food source, and it's co-evolved to be mainly pollinated by bats who rely on this heavily. So outside of it being a wonderful way for it to try to ensure its longevity, it also provides a lot of services to the local ecosystem. Another really cool thing about this plant is that it can produce up to 20,000 different flowers and 70,000 seeds. This plant also is pretty significant as far as being relied on as a food source because it can produce 20 gallons of nectar a week.